Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your miracle mindset for this week. So, this week I've chosen from The Answer is Simple as well as the Gateway Oracle. So, from The Answer is Simple, our first card is Get Over Yourself. So this card is absolutely beautiful, and you may not think that it is, but it actually is an invitation for you to really look at, okay, where am I not being authentic? Where am I not truly being me? And where am I self-sabotaging? Where am I getting in the way of my own happiness? Where am I getting in the way of my own miracle? Because something, for me this weekend, as well as a friend of mine, we came to a beautiful realization, which isn't anything new, but we get in our way of our own happiness and of our own miracles because we think that we know everything. We think we know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, how someone's going to act, or, we've walked this path 700 times. We know exactly where every rock, pebble, stone is. And then when something comes as a surprise, maybe there's a new rock, maybe there's a new pebble, maybe there's a new flower, that's when the ego, because that's what this is really referring to, get over yourself, is get over your smaller self. Don't allow yourself to judge, go into that judgment, zone, because that's what the lower self does. It's all about that judgment. And then our next card is Embrace the Future. And it says, I step into the future with an open heart. But what I would actually like to kind of change this card to is embrace the now. Because we create the future in the now moment. And we can do that with an open heart. To open your heart means that Spirit's going to be able to communicate with you. The reason that we can't hear Spirit a good majority of the time is because we are so focused on what the ego is saying. The lower self. Oh, how am I going to solve this problem? How is this going to happen? Once again, how am I? That's the ego. It's what it's all about. It's all about me. And, it just focuses on those negative aspects of life. Now, am I saying don't look at those negative aspects? Of course not. You look at them, but instead of going into this place of, okay, Spirit, tell me what to do, 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 we have to take, a Buddha saying, and we have to just, we dedicate the situation to the divine, and then we go chop wood. We carry water, so that way we are not so focused on, okay, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Our mind is focused on something else. It becomes quiet, and then the answer comes in, which is in that now moment. We create the now. We create the future in the now. Always in the now. So be present. And to have an open heart really helps you to be present now. Actually, I would say there are 5 steps to happiness. Step number 1, detach. Let go of your attachment to an outcome, your attachment to how things should be, your attachment to what you think and think you know. Then that will lead you into acceptance, to accept what is, because you don't have a preconceived notion of what it should be. So you're just accepting things the way that they are. Then you move into, from that acceptance, you move into appreciation. And from appreciation, we move into guidance, and from guidance, we move into happiness. But the very first step, you got to get over yourself. You got to not listen as fervently to the ego as you have been. And you create your now, or you create the future in the now by opening up that heart. So this week, you are so asked to look at where you are self-sabotaging. Look at, which you is really engaged in a conversation, which you is engaged in a situation, And if you're finding yourself going into judgment, going into anger, frustration, all and reacting, you know it's the ego. But if you find yourself, responding, that's when you know it's spirit. And that's what my $10 course is all about. My $10 course is merely here to assist you in bringing down your higher self into the now moment. All right, I send you all my love and thank you so much for joining me.